Hey everyone, welcome back to another Alliance War video. This is Season 44, War 6, and we're up against SSX. My team this war is Valkyrie, Quicksilver, and White Magneto for synergies. Alright, starting off, what did I take this war? Oh yeah, I took Path 7, that Kingpin and Nimrod, and then in Section 2 I come up to Path 8 right there with the Spidey Supreme and Hulkling. And then as far as minis go, I'm going to be taking that Chavez on 38, Zemo on 44, and then Darkhawk, an Ascended 6-star Darkhawk on 49, and that Mysterio boss as well. Rank 2, 7-star Mysterio. Exciting war for me. I haven't taken a boss all season, so I finally get an opportunity to do that since Cassie is usually just so good for bosses, but Mysterio's poison immune could get a little annoying. Long specials as well, so decided to go with Quicksilver. So right here, this node has a damage reflect whenever Kingpin purifies. He won't purify until I use a special essentially, but blocked hits do not trigger that damage reflect. So I'm just going to be hitting into his block for the most part. I don't care if I accidentally hit him normally here. He's not going to shrug anything until he gets to 8 debuffs on himself. Also, I use a Power Start 1 in order to just kind of get to my Special 2 faster and get out of these fights faster. I'm trying to cut down on my fight time. And another thing is when you have, that was a mistake there, but when you have an Ascended Valk, perfect rotation does not matter. All I'm trying to do is get in there and deal some nice damage. Don't need to get all of my buffs because it's overkill, right? So he goes down in under a minute. What's that, 40 something seconds? 43, maybe 48. Yeah, the goal is to get all of my path fights done in under a minute whenever I can, and using an advanced power boost is really going to help out with that, with both Valkyrie and Quicksilver. So another Valkyrie fight here. Going to be taking this Nimrod. Super simple. The node does nothing for him, so I'm just going to be building up some of my buffs real quick. Let's see, I'll probably get a parry and then 4 lights. Yeah. And wait this out, do 5 hits into the block, drop a Special 2, and it's going to deal a good bit of damage. Not going to kill him quite because he's got a lot of armor and I'm not going to get the instant bleeds. But yeah, just trying to bait him into holding block here. Here he doesn't want to do that. So I say, you know what, I got this Fury. Let's hit him a few times, get a couple blocked hits in. Yeah, kind of wish he was a little more passive and wasn't throwing the specials. I could have been out of this fight a little bit quicker. But overall, get out of there in under a minute again, and that was my goal, so I'm cool with that. Okay, moving on to Section 2. A lot of times when I see a Spider-Man Supreme, I end up taking it with Valk. Valk isn't super great for Mystics in this tactic, because if I let some of those placebos fall off, Mystic Dispersion is just kind of overpowered. So I'm going to be using Quicksilver here. The goal is get to 300 momentum as quickly as possible, and then I can do my medium attacks. Until then, I have to rely on heavies and light attacks. Alright, so parry heavy to start. Going to back up a little bit, get some momentum, try to get up to 150. And I don't know why I did another heavy there. But yeah, now that I'm at 150, I can actually just drop this Special 1. Don't want to dash back into specials because that sucks with him. And yeah, now I'm just going to build up to my Special 2 so I can medium, light, medium into it. And the fight will be over because he has such a small health pool. I remember taking this fight. I could have just pushed him to Special 2 when I get to my own Special 2. But I was kind of worried about it. I was like, you know what if it doesn't kill? And I'm overestimating it, so I was like, let's bait out this special real quick. I did not need to do this. It would have killed, and I could have saved myself 10, 12 seconds or something like that. But, it's whatever. I'm still achieving my goal. Yeah, that Special 2 does a lot of damage. The whiplashes were more than overkill in this fight in about 53 seconds. Cool. Okay, I think I just go straight into this fight. Cool. I'm going to be taking this with Valkyrie. I'm going to be gaining buffs faster and more of them than Hulkling can gain in this, especially if I just start out block hitting. So I'm going to be winning the Rich Get Richer battle. In fact, as soon as I'm able to just dex any of his attacks like this, boom, I'm already gaining power. So this is going to be a very quick fight. That's why I didn't reapply the advanced power boost, because I know that I'm going to be at my special 2 probably before he can even get a bar of power. And almost definitely before I can get fully built up. I think I'm going to be dropping this with only like 2 Pierce buffs or something. Yeah. But, you know, Ascendant Valk does a lot of damage. That's a 50k special 2. Not even fully ramped. Not even close to fully ramped. And yeah, just a couple hits right here. Try and get him to back up a little. And another special 2 will finish the job. And down he goes. It's like a 40-something second fight. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted from my path fights. Because the rest of these fights are not super fast. Alright, so starting off, I have this America Chavez here with Quicksilver. This is the same kind of weird strategy that I used with Mangog in the very first war video, where I'm not going to be knocking her down for most of the fight. I'm going to get to my special 2, medium, light, medium to detonate, and then drop my special 2 so I have the trauma so that my whiplashes deal more damage. And I'm pretty much dealing all of my damage with it being reduced by 60% with that protection. The one issue one thing I was concerned about in this fight is that she was going to gain a lot more power than Mangog did, so I used an invuln. So if she, like, ever wasn't really wanting to throw that special 1, I could always just push her to special 3, and it wouldn't be an issue. Another thing that ended up being a bit of an issue in this fight is that I was gaining combat power faster than, you know, I could really build up a good amount of whiplashes. So my first whiplash detonation ends up being like the biggest one. Here she throws that special 2, which was annoying, but probably for the best that it didn't get launched, and pushing me to special 3. So there, nice little 76k detonation, pretty good. Takes off like, I don't know, like 30% of her health or something like that. So not bad. And here, yeah, just going to start rebuilding. And I'm noticing, I'm already back to my special 2. And I have 0 whiplashes up because the protection came back and took them all. So probably going to be just getting a very small detonation here. Yeah, I just want to go ahead and just cash in what I have, even though it's not going to do a lot. 35,000, that's still not bad. And here, I don't want to eat another one of those special 2s to the block. Here would have been scary. If she had thrown one here, I would have dashed in to evade, because while Quicksilver is, if you try and intercept Quicksilver, he evades the whole special. I would have done that if a multi-prowess special 2 had been dropped. However, for like the low prowess ones, I just want to block them because I don't want to mess it up and then die, because that would be stupid. But also I don't want to waste my evade, you know, fail safe in case I ever need it. So yeah. Ooh, why didn't I medium, light, medium? Yeah, bit of a mistake there. I definitely should have done a medium, light, medium. See, that's why I didn't want to waste my evade fail safe. So I'm very glad that I ended up doing that and just pushing her to special 3, and not just anytime she throws a special 2, be okay with just evading it. Yeah, I did a medium, light, medium there and just detonated without the special 2. Wanted to just cash in with what I have. And I'm not going to drop my special 3 because it would just be a waste. It's not going to deal a lot of damage, and I just lose all my debuffs. So probably could have gotten away with a medium, light, medium there to kill, but here, get out of the way, and she's going to go down. Yeah, almost a 3-minute fight. Not how I wanted it to go, and I lost half my health due to like block damage from the special 2s. But you know what? It's all good. I cleaned up my fight time earlier, so I can kind of spend a little bit extra later. Okay, so we have this Baron Zemo on node 44, I think. Hazard shift, stun immune. Throw on the advanced power boost so I can get to my special 2 faster, and just going to be block hitting. Zemo is kind of annoying because you have to be in like a very particular range when dodging his medium for him to actually back up. And it's very difficult. You have to be, your timing has to be really, really good. You have to be almost anticipating his dash so that you can dash away from it as quickly as possible. And yeah, the risk of getting cornered here is high. But you know, I've done this fight enough and I kind of know the ins and outs of it, so I'm not super worried about it. However, I'm not going to go for any contactless inversions if I'm near my wall, because I don't want to do that, because that just guarantees that I'm going to give up some ground. And I think that's what ends up happening. is that I get into a position where I could start to invert, and I'm like, you know what, I don't like where I am on the map. I'm going to keep pushing him back. My special 2 is going to deal more than enough damage without any of the bulwarks. So yeah, I think here, drop this big special 2. Look at that. That's 100k special 2 right there, with no bulwarks at all. So not needed. Ascended Valk has just stupid damage output and no damage taken as well. All right, cool. I was really excited to take these fights. Sometimes I get like a little bit anxious about war fights, especially, you know, when I'm on a nice little streak, you know, I haven't died all season. But I was super excited to take this because it's an Ascended Darkhawk, and I wanted to show this guy that it was a wasted rank up, because I'm just going to destroy this fight. Well, for the most part. So goal here is just hit him a lot, and then whenever I have my striker ready to drop, I'm going to drop that for the physical vulnerability, and then medium, light, medium, so I can cash in on just a little bit extra damage. This Darkhawk was very nice. He was throwing special 1 pretty much every single time I wanted him to throw it. I would have been okay later on in the fight with him throwing more special 2s, but he just keeps wanting to throw special 1. Kind of extends the fight a bit because it's such a long special animation, but that's okay. So here I'm almost to my striker. I actually don't drop it when I could have. Well, could I have? No, I couldn't have. Okay. So full combo into the relic, medium, light, medium, and that detonation is going to, yeah, deal a nice little bit there. This Darkhawk had like 400k health, and that was 30%, so I don't know, do the math. It was a good detonation. Also, I think a bunch of their guys placed with collar tech. I think that's what that red tech symbol is right there. I watched another Alliance Mates war vid where he took like one of Simula's, like Mysterio or something like that, and I saw that too. So I don't actually know what collar tech does. I think it like reduces combat power rate for each debuff on you. I'm not really sure, but here he gets super passive, and I start taking a lot of brute force damage, but I'm not worried. You know, I'm just gonna eat the damage a little bit. It's not gonna be too bad. Here I just want to cash in on the whiplashes I already had. There I got a little lucky. I didn't quite evade, but you know, I dashed out just in time before that special 2 could hit me, and I ignore miss, so I can counter right after, and down he goes. It was like a 2-minute fight or something like that, or what did I say, like a minute 47. I don't know, you can go back and find out how long that fight was. It wasn't too bad, could have been worse. All right, so kind of trying to rush here, so I still have my invuln active, and I check it. Yep, still got 30 seconds, so cool. And we go right into this Mysterio fight. Super excited for this. Quicksilver has like 2 main damage rotations. You know, you can really do whatever with Quicksilver and get good damage, but the 2 main ones are to almost get up to special 3, and then drop your special 2, then you know, special 1 as they're detonating. But you want to do that in turn, so you get like the doubled whiplash and stuff like that. Or for really big health pools, you want to get to special 3 first, and that's gonna increase the maximum whiplashes before they auto detonate. Oh, by the way, I threw that special 1 into his block because I knew I'd have time to put my block up afterwards, and I wanted to go ahead and like start doubling my whiplash, or my momentum. My bad. But anyways, I'm gonna go for the special 3 rotation here. Get to my special 3, it's gonna pause terminal, it's going to increase my whiplash ability accuracy by 40%, and it's gonna allow me to stack up to 100 before they auto detonate. Basically, this is gonna be overkill for this health pool. The other method wouldn't quite kill, and I probably have to do 2 rotations of it. And when I was like thinking from like a fight time perspective, I was like, more specials is more time, and it would take more specials doing the special 2, special 1 rotation, because I need to do that twice, versus special 3 into special 2. Yeah, he's going to be more than dead if I do it properly after this. So yeah, just trying to bait out the special 1. He's been real nice about throwing those special 1s this fight, which has been cool. There, I dashed back a little too early because I was going to try and heavy counter afterwards. All right, and yep, there's my special 3. I'm in terminal, so I'm going to get the maximum amount of pause on the terminal when I come out of special 3. Oh, I love this animation, man. Just poking him right through the the arcade game. Such a cool animation. And yeah, here you'll start to see that, yeah, almost every hit is giving me whiplash. It's kind of crazy how much I'm going to gain in such a short amount of time. But yeah, now I really don't want to push him to special 2 if I can help it, because I'm trying to race to my own special 2. Worst case scenario, I'll just cash in with what I have with a special 1 if I couldn't make it. But as long as I can keep getting him to throw that special 1, then we should be good. So here, yeah, I just want to go ahead and pause everything that or like refresh all the whiplashes that I have. Luckily he throws that there, kind of bails me out a bit. Terminal's almost out. I kind of got lucky on that special 1 dex as well. I was almost too early. And here, I don't know why I did this, but I threw a medium, light, medium before my special 2. I was like worried about pushing him to special 3 with it, and I was like, oh, let me shorten my combo. And instead of doing either medium, medium, or medium, light, light, medium, I just ruined my rotation. Like, that would have killed him outright. I mean, all I'm doing is adding on like another 30 seconds to this fight, but you know, an extra 30 seconds in a boss fight, a lot can go wrong. So just a terrible misplay right there. Very embarrassing, especially with how well the fight had been going. It would have been over in under 3 minutes. And, you know, now, yeah, just had to add on like another 20 seconds there. But he goes down. Wasn't too bad of a fight. I can definitely make up on some of the fight time next time I see this matchup, and looking forward to it. We did end up winning this war against SSX, and yeah, it was a great time overall. I will see everyone in the next war video.